It's a beautiful day here at College Park, but the only thing better than the weather is the softball that we are about to watch as Maryland takes on UCLA in Game 3 of this series. The Bruins coming off 2 wins, and the Terps looking to pull off the upset here into the series finale as a large crowd has come to watch these two very outstanding teams play. We welcome you in with myself, Dash Tischler, alongside me, Alexa Henry. And Alexa, we see right here, Maryland taking on a very good 7th-ranked UCLA team. What are you looking to see who can start stronger between these two teams? And now this will be driven into left field by Clements. And that's off the glove of Caitlin Cornwell. Clements rounds first, and now she's headed to second. Throw won't come in time. It's been a bit of a strange series for Cornwell. She's had...
They have to hand it off to this UCLA offense, too.
And now Pola makes hard contact, and that is not going to be catchable for anyone. To the wall, and it's Clements rounding third and headed for home. UCLA takes a 1-0 lead as Pola stands on second. And already the mistake in the outfield by Cornwell, biting Maryland in the back as UCLA lineup is top to bottom. And Woolery, she'll make hard contact, and this is headed into the outfield. McFarland closed fast but couldn't get there. This is off the wall as well. And now there's going to be another run scoring as Pola trots home. UCLA leading 2-0. 3 straight doubles for the Bruins. And looking now to really potentially try and break this game open for UCLA. And she drives this into right field. That's dropping. Should be playable. And that's a good catch made. So runner at second, Woolery will tag up and head to third. That was some very, very solid defensive work by Julia Shearer moving over on this UCLA team. You really do not get a break as a pitcher when you face them.
You know, UCLA is not number 7 for nothing.
Absolutely. And strike one again from Booker. She's done a good job throwing first strikes. Question now is just finishing off those at bats and
as quickly, and that could have been a single had Runyon not picked that up.
Certainly. Runyon in the end held on though, and Booker's pitch, and that'll be driven to Runyon again as she throws to first and to retire Slimp. And so we head to the bottom of the first matchup. Not the easiest pitcher to face by a country mile. And now McFarland grounds this to second. That bounced kind of awkwardly, but a good play right there by Pola. Gets the out at first.
Second, the third baseman.
Was ranked as the top-ranked class in the 2024 signing class by Softball America, extra inning softball, and she strikes out Benson right there. Also ranked number 1 by Perfect Game Softball. First ever signee out of Oregon. And her pitch now, that's lined to short, throw to first, and Lewis is retired. So it's 1-2-3 from Fisher. We head to the second. They're in town at the right time. 2-2, nobody out, nobody on. Top of the second, and that is a big pitch from Booker to strike out Ramirez. Exactly what she needed. Makes the runs rolling again. Castro's a native of Rockland, California, but she was actually born in Baltimore. So Maryland ties for her. And pitch comes in, bounces away from Bean. It looked like it might have hit Castro. And family friends in Maryland. You see her pitch right here.
It doesn't appear that she was hit.
It's not super clear. We'll see what the umpires say now as they emerge. Today's umpires are Cameron Ellison at home plate, Thomas Meyer at first, and they've awarded her the base.
And then since second game, she's been batting, so, and again, doing very well in that position as well.
Certainly, Terry was outstanding in that first game for UCLA. Really kept this Maryland offense in check, and now the throw down to second. It's close, but Castro is in. She's Pac-12 freshman of the year last year, and now she grounds this to first. Good play by Lewis, steps on the bag. She won't have a play to third, but that is some good defensive work by the Terps first baseman. So, Clements entered the day hitting .383 with a .945 OPS. She's been outstanding. Veteran player, and she's hit by a pitch. That was very clear. So it'll be runners in the corners with 2 outs now, and up comes Savannah Pola, who hit a double in the first inning as well. So 1-0 count to Pola with 2 outs and the runners in the corners. And now Pola hits it straight to second. Good catch by Runyon, and Booker gets out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the second. UCLA leading Maryland 2-0. Cherry Blossom swirling. The outcome of this at-bat uncertain, and Bean drives that into center field. It'll get down for a base hit. So Bean headed to second. That's some really aggressive base running, and she slides. She's in there. The crowd is very excited by that as Sam Bean works a marathon at bat, waits for her pitch, and as you said, Alexa, she just needed to get
at the top of the order when she first came around, and now Maryland, they're really improving on that and making Fisher work.
Certainly, and now Murphy swings and misses as Fisher gets a big pitch for strike 3. That's exactly what she needed. And now, strike 3 to Shearer.
100%. They probably knew going into senior night that they would have to do a little bit of rebuilding, but you still have so much experience from this team.
Absolutely, and it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs now for Woods. What we're seeing young players develop, new recruits come in, and Woods drives this into the outfield, and that's going to get to the wall. Sam Bean is going to score, and Woods headed for second, where she will have a stand-up double. Maryland on the board, and the crowd on their feet here in College Park.
And again, that's all you need. You just need a base hit, and now they have back-to-back double base hits for Maryland, being able to bring Grace Wilson home, and that was just a fantastic hit by Sammy Woods, just right in that corner. Really difficult for the UCLA defense to get there as quick as they did. She was.
And now Runyon, she was hit. Look at that, came off her hand.
Yeah, it looked
Maryland native from Pasadena. So 0-2 count, Corvell slaps us to second, the throw to first, and the inning ends, but not before Maryland gets on the board with a run off of Addison Fisher. We head to the third. Double in the first. And Woolery drives this to short. Sammy Woods right behind it, throw to first. That's out number 1.
great job with Sammy Woods getting there quickly, throwing it to Lewis, and being able to get that quick.
And now Grant drives this into right field, and that's going deep, but a great catch by Julia Shearer.
That was such a veteran catch by Julia Shearer. She was able to turn and run and get that catch.
That's a lot, gets hit by a lot of pitches. It's been a slight issue for Booker today. And she hits Bragg right there.
I think you called it, Dash.
Announcer's curse. Slimp is also a New York Yankees fan. However, her favorite basketball team is not a Texas team, it's the Golden State Warriors. And she drives this to short. Sammy Woods ranging over, steps on second, and that will end the inning. So Booker gets out of the inning. So McFarland steps back in. 1-1 count, no outs. Showed bunt, but pulled it back and takes strike two. Of course, strikeouts, another feature of this UCLA. It's a full count, 1 out. Fisher's pitch, Benson offers at it, but checks her swing and takes ball 4. So 1 aboard for Maryland now, and up comes Sydney. It's a 3-1 count, 1 out. Lewis takes, and that's ball 4. Runners on first and second now for Maryland. And for the Terps, up comes Sam Bean, the catcher. That should be playable, and it will be playable. Woolery ranges over and makes the catch for out number 2. Worth noting that Osteen entered the game for Caitlin Terry. A fun quirk of this game was that both teams are playing right fielders who are normally pitchers. But Terry now has gone to the bullpen, presumably to get warm and
give us some easy runs, and see Fisher already giving up 2 walks.
Certainly. Now Murphy grounds this towards second, should be playable. Pola ranging over, flips to the bag at first, and that will end the 3rd inning. We head to the 4th with Maryland down 2-1 here in College Park. Here hit a game-tying solo homer in the 6th inning of UCLA's season-opening win over Maryland, and now she lines this to short. Sammy Woods shows off the arm, and that's out number 1. Sydney Lewis is pumped about that.
Yeah, that was a great cross by her.
Another pitch into Castro, grounded to third. Maddie Benson this time with a nice throw to first. Some more nice defensive work by the Terps. Out number 2.
Benson doing a great job there at third base as a freshman, and that was just a great.
Off a little bit rocky. Booker has settled down. Her fielders have settled down. Made some really good plays. And now Terry, though, golfs that into right field, and that'll be a base hit. No play to make for Shearer there.
Yeah, just need a big homer here. She can just really just let Booker pitch her a walk, and Here she goes.
Sterling Clemens walks there.
Worst possible case scenario is that Booker walks another batter, and now they're in their bases loaded situation.
And now Pola drives us into right field. Julia Shearer ranging over, and it's another good catch from her. We told you about how good this Maryland defense has been, and Julia Shearer demonstrating yet again. So Fisher's pitch, and Shearer swings and misses. Fisher brings her strikeout
Innings in.
And now Woods pops this up into shallow right field, coming in, and that will be a good catch there for Terry. So 2 away.
It looked like after that long at-bat with Sam Bean, it looked like she's lost a little bit of that control, and I'm sure she's looking.
And that skipped and hit Runyon. So we talked about hit by pitches being an issue for Fisher, and she hits Runyon right there. Pitch comes in, and Murphy grounds that to third. The throw to first. It's in time, and UCLA ends the inning. Head to the fifth here in College Park. Maryland down 2-1. So Godfrey. And this will be driven into right field. Shearer coming in, and she makes a dive. No, she doesn't hold on. A rare mistake from Shearer. She just kind of waited on that ball, and it dropped quicker than she anticipated out. Godfrey's pitch. Grant grounds it to second. Runyon had a thought about going to the second base, but instead went to first. Lewis handled it, and that's 1 away, but Woolery does advance to second. Accomplished by the end of her career. 2-1 count, 1 out. Bragg drives this deep into left center field, and that's not going to be caught. Cornwell dived but couldn't get there, and now Woolery will come home to score. And it's Bragg standing at second with a double, and man, that's 2 runs now, which are scored after Maryland.
Fortunate hit there, and not much they can really do about that, but try to get back to the infield as fast as possible.
Certainly, but that is a great bit of timely hitting right there by Bragg. You see right there.
So again, right in that gap, and Corwell making a great effort to try to get there as fast as she could, and so you have to wonder again and the ball is in Godfrey's hand, and as you see, Bragg's foot is off the plate.
Yeah.
She definitely did leave early there, and
the Bruins showing that they clearly would like to add another run quickly. Godfrey, 3-0 pitch, and that's back to second. That gets away into the outfield, but well backed up by McFarland. Bragg can't do anything about it. So Slimp now at the plate. Slimp hits it hard to third. Benson throws to first into the throw. Did she pull Lewis off the bag? Actually, it was a little bit too late. Slimp legs out the base hit. It was a really good play by Benson at third, but her throw just not
taking accountability, taking our look here, and Slimp's hit again. Matt Benson, she was able to get it in time, but just a little bit too late before Slimp was able to reach the bag.
Certainly the throw just a little bit too late, and now Godfrey's pitch. And that's ball 4, so the bases are loaded. And Coach Inoue Perez out to talk, giving us a different reading. We have listeners through on right now to go with the official score bug, and Mujica goes deep. That is gone. A 3-run shot. Apologies, a grand slam, because we did have the runner had just walked. So a grand slam for Mujica. She makes the good night symbol, and UCLA is piling it on now here in College Park. 7-1, UCLA leads Maryland.
That is just so heartbreaking if you're up and you're only working with 1 out.
Absolutely.
But look at that, just that turn into the ball, and Curro just right over just with ease.
And what an instant impact from Mujica. That was a massive blast from her. You see it right there. Enters the game, immediately hits a grand slam. Amazing stuff for the very clearly, runner was not called out. And now Terry drives this a mile high. Woods going back, and she lost it in the sun. Terry is safe at first. Woods veered away at the end. She must have lost it because there's no way Sure does. And now, throw down to second is a good one. But good work by Terry to get in just in time. A couple O from the crowd who thought maybe she was out. That was a tight play.
Yeah, it was great about this series that UCLA's offense really comes alive really in the 5th and 6th innings.
Clemens takes the payoff pitch for a walk, so it's runners on first and second and still just 1 out. Up comes Pola. And now pitch comes in, throw down to third, there's no one home. Terry's headed for home. The throw to the plate, not in time. And oh boy, just miscommunications on the Maryland defense. There was no one at third and Bean threw down. Throw gets away and Terry scores. And the Maryland defense just making a couple too many mistakes now. And UCLA, they are always going to take advantage. We see the replay right here.
Yeah, just really unfortunate situation. You heard them call bunt. Benson went to move up to cover that bunt and Tammy Woods just didn't get there in time. If you're doing everything you can. And
now Pola goes deep, and that is gone! UCLA has come to hit here in the 5th inning. It's 10-1.
You can back in the circle, but you see the pitch, Godfrey, and just an absolute moonshot outside the stadium, and nothing you can do about that. Again, like you said, UCLA came to play and came to bat.
Yeah, they really did. And this inning has just been otherworldly from UCLA. Playing for their lives. They are currently in a mercy rule territory as Woolery takes this for a ride. This is going back and deep, and that is off the wall. Bounces in front of the wall, and Woolery is standing up at second with a double. Still just 1 out, and the Bruins have another runner back in scoring position as Woolery celebrates. And now Booker's pitch to Grant. She pops this a mile high, should be playable. Woods makes the catch this time. And it's worth noting that a couple of those defensive mistakes are looming really large right now. Obviously the run in definitely had to shy away from that ball because that was hit on a line towards her. It's kind of impressive she got out of the way because that was hit fast. Bragg bounces back to Booker, her throw to first, and that'll end the inning. But UCLA, what an inning for them. 10-1. We head to the bottom. We do have a mercy rule. Maryland having their 5th time to bat right now. McFarland grounds it through middle infield, and that's a base hit. That's the start the Terps needed. McFarland stands on first.
And that's definitely
5th from UCLA.
Yeah, the most important thing by here is Benson is just to be patient and take the walk if you can.
And now Benson grounds to second. This could be trouble. The throw to short, covering the bag, and the throw to first, not in time. But UCLA does erase McFarland, be as good as a hit. But right now, down to the count. 1-2 count. Lewis trying to leg this one out, but got close enough to the bag. That pull will range over and make the play. Benson advances.
You get a glove at this point, Dash.
Yeah, I thought that one might be coming down right at us. I was a little bit scared there. Full count. Bean. She did not go, and she walks. So another great at bat from Bean. She's aboard, and Maryland have 2 on with 2 outs for Bailey Murphy.
Great
Turn pitch there. Now she needs to work back into it. If you're her, you just want to end this game now. Fisher's pitch. Low to Murphy, and the bases are loaded. Murphy walks, and with 2 outs, Maryland have the bases loaded for Julia Shearer.
Shearer,
Absolutely. Tons of pressure on Shearer. Pitch comes from Fisher, and she swings and misses. Fisher ends the game for UCLA, and the Bruins take the series sweep over the Terrapins. It was a close one, but a combination of Bruins slugging and outstanding pitching, as we see right there. Strikeout from Fisher.
Yeah, that,
win.
Again, it's a traditional pitch that Fisher's been throwing at Maryland all day, just low and fast, and looks like it's in the right zone, and as soon as you swing, you realize it's not. So
certainly
great job on UCLA overall for staying consistent and really reminding everyone that that's why they are number 7 in the country, and great job on Maryland for sticking with them and trying their best as best they could, and actually defensively having very defensive great weekend.